Goulet and Kean. Yeah, rolling applause. It's always awkward starting a show, even Louis C.K. said that. There's a type of comedian that's really charismatic and just come out like, welcome to the stage, charismatic Kean! Boom! Comedy, am I right? How you guys doing? Where you guys from? That's a cool place. Look at her hair. Look at this guy over here. This man back here is like, boop, 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 boop. I'm not that kind of comedian. On the flip side, there's a kind of comedian that doesn't address the audience at all. It's like, welcome to the stage, Depressing Dan. They don't like it when you hit on the waitresses at Olive Garden. Because when you're there, you're family. Thank you. If you get hit by an ambulance, does it stop and pick you up? Or do you have to wait for the next one? Thank you. I'm not that kind of comedian either. I like talking to my audience a little bit. Do you guys have favorite comedians?
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite comedian? Shout someone out.
Robin Williams.
Louis C.K. this up.
Daniel Tosh.
Welcome to the stage, Louis C.K. Oh, hey guy, F-bomb, C-bomb. I jacked off today. I'm Louis C.K. That's pretty much how he rolls. Yeah, I'm not those kind of comedians. What I do is I tell stories about the saddest and loneliest times of my life. I know some of you are you're like, William, we prefer any of those other comedians. But I promise you will leave feeling less lonely and less sad. Now, this first moment I'm going to talk about, it was actually happening like the best weekend of my life. I went down to a comedy festival. I was supposed to do 2 shows. They ended up putting me on 5. I made all these new friends. And as the friends were texting me like, where are you? It's the after party. Where you at? Where are you, dog? Where art thou, knave? Where I was is, you know how a strip mall has the happy side of the street and the sign like, come in, try our artisanal cheeses. And the man is like, I sell the artisanal cheeses. Yeah, I was on the sad side of the strip mall with the dumpster and the woods and the raccoons that live in the woods and eat from the dumpsters. And I was just crying like a Freddy Krueger victim, just like, is this real? This can't be happening. Let me rewind a little bit. I went to the festival for a girl. Let me rewind a little bit further. I dated a girl who moved away. Let me rewind a little bit further. I was born. Too hard? Oh, I was born. When you're born, the only people you have to deal with are your parents. There's no outgoing baby that's like, hey Abigail, you should come to my place later, try some of my mom's homemade milk. Mallory did not want me to do that joke. So, my dad, he's one of those charismatic comedians. He'll do something that's not funny, but he just wants you to laugh so bad that you do. He's like, hey. Not big enough laugh. Hey, can you do this for hours? Hey, give me a pity laugh. Hey, there you go. My mom's funny because she's just unabashedly herself. She'll be washing the dishes or something and be like, doo. Oh, that was me, I tooted. Rudy, toot, tooty, doo. That was me, your mom. My brother, I'm not really going to talk about him. You guys are going to actually help me with my brother. On the count of 3, can you say, call William? And it really helped. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Call William!
Thank you guys so much. You hate me for that. It's not all happy in my family. My dad, when he gets mad, he'll start asking questions. He'll be like, hey, oh, Dad, you're doing your little bit. Do you think this is funny? No? Do you not respect me? No, I respect you, Dad. What's the deal? Then what do you think your punishment should be? Nothing? And I was wrong. My mom, when she gets mad, she'll guilt trip me, and she'll just raise the stakes until it works. She'll be like, I can't believe you did that. I washed all your windows today. Mom, I didn't ask you to wash any windows, so I used to take you to piano lessons every Friday. Those were your ideas. I didn't want to take those. When you came out of my vagina, it ruined everything. It used to be like, okay, Mom, great. You win. I don't know what this means with your vagina, but we're done there. I actually have a little bit of my dad in me because I work with kids, and when they do something wrong, I'll be like, are you sure you want that to have been said? And one little girl goes, no, I don't want that to have been said. I want that to have been shouted! 1,000,000 times! On 1,000,000 planets! She's in me. She's in me real good. So one example of this, when I made my mom seem like a monster. I'm gonna flip the script. So when I was 10, Christmas, I wanted magic cards. Don't judge. Yeah, magic, bring me proud. So we, this tradition where you could open one present on Christmas Eve, which was weird if you opened Santa's present, because it's like, how is this here? So I opened up my first gift, and it's a book. How to Make Friends and Influence People. And I see this and I go, ugh, a book! And to be fair, who gives that to a 10-year-old? Preparing your 401k for 10-year-olds. Getting ready for divorce for 10-year-olds. Raising an 11-year-old for 10-year-olds. So I do what I was taught to do in that situation. I go, do you guys think this was funny? Haven't I been a good kid all year? Didn't I do all my chores? And it worked. I got to open a second present. So I'm like, the stakes are high, magic cards, magic cards, magic cards, magic cards. This one. And I open it up, and it's bookends. You know, that you put on the end of stacks of books? Now, to be fair, it was handmade by my mom, had all these inside jokes from her family. It was To My Merry Mole from Mummy. And there's a book she read me when I was a kid. There's a character, Merry Mole. I really identified with the character. I was always happy. I always hid under my blankets like a mole. I ate Spanish mole. I had a mole on my toe that we actually removed in case it wasn't so merry. It worked on a lot of levels. It's the kind of gift that if someone gave it to me today, I would just be like, marry me. But at the time, I see this and I go, bookends, are you even trying? Yeah. So I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. My mom, another thing she does, when she's angry, she'll go nuclear. But we wanted to buy a treadmill so my mom and dad could quit their gym membership. And my mom wanted it in the guest bathroom. We wanted it in the guest room. So we kept fighting, like, guest room, guest bathroom, guest room. And my mom got so aggravated, she goes, if it isn't put in the guest bathroom, I am leaving this family! What if she had? Yeah, I don't have a mom anymore. Oh, you're young. Was it like a car accident? Treadmill. Oh no, I just ripped underneath it or slammed against the wall? No, she wanted the treadmill to go there, but we put it there. We haven't spoken to her in 18 years. So when I open up these bookends, I do the only thing I was taught to do. I go, if I don't get my magic cards, I am leaving this family! Once again, what have I had when I was 10? It's like, yeah, I've been living in this parking lot for 18 years, doing sexual favors for money, but I'll tell you this, I buy goddamn magic cards whenever I want to. So they let me open a third present that Christmas, and it was my magic cards, and I was like, yeah, magic cards, but I ruined that Christmas. And my dad has this saying, you're born, you work, you have a few special moments with your family, and then you die. He gets dark. So it's like I permanently took away one of these moments from my family because I was invested in the wrong thing. And whenever I'm sad in life, I think about that moment, like, am I investing in the right thing? So now, I seem like a monster. I'm gonna flip the script again. 14, we moved, I was not prepared. I went to a small school, 70 kids. And basically the dynamic was like, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, religiously affiliated school, kumbaya. And if a new kid came in, we'd be like, hey new kid, my name's William, join our prayer circle, kumbaya. My new school, 8 times as large, and the dynamic was more like, we'll stab you in the neck, we'll stab you in the back, your ass ain't prepared for our surprise attack. It's like walking around these halls like, hey guys, do you need a new friend? No, we cool. Oh, okay, I'll see you later. And I would go home and practice my new hobby, crying. Got really good at it too. I'd listen to all these songs that were meant for like 50, 60-year-olds, like, I took my love and took it down. I did take my love and I took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around. It does feel like I climbed a mountain. And I saw a reflection in the snow-covered hills. Well, there's not really snow-covered hills, and then the song never perfectly fits your emotional state, you know what I'm saying? Like me too. So after about a month of this, my parents were fed up. My mom walks in. I'm like, oh, be down for dinner in a second, Mom. And she slaps me. Hard on the face. And she goes, happiness is a state of mind. There are people that died today that didn't think they were going to die. There are children that died today. You are choosing to be unhappy. She walked out. And yes, that's true. Also a messed up way to console someone. Oh, you just got fired? Well, if it makes you feel any better, everything will turn to dust, so it's kind of like you never had a job to begin with. Oh, you got divorced? I'm so sorry, but if you want to know, there's no empirical way to know if anyone actually loves you, and even if they did, they could change their mind at any second for any reason, and you couldn't control it, so have fun on OkCupid. Yeah, so this feels feeling this is the darkest my show gets. This is the down part. I'll take it up with some more light banter. Women, am I right? Yeah! So I didn't have much experience with women going into college. My first alcohol party was when I was 19, evidenced by magic cards, but the fact that they called it an alcohol party. Or as you guys know it, a party. So I'm there drinking with a girl from college, and she's like, oh, let's go back to my dorm room. I want to show you something. And I'm not getting this at all. So I'm like, oh, no, I'm drinking for the first time, hoping one of these girls at the party will want to make out with me. Yeah, let's go back to my dorm so I can show you something. Why don't you show it to me later in the week when we wouldn't be alone and drunk? I want to show you something in my dorm room. So we go to her dorm room, and what she wanted to show me was her condom collection. And it was amazing. She had like buzzing things, lollipops that you suck down, there's condom inside, all colors, all flavors, sizes from elephant down to me. So I'm marveling at this. She's the Willy Wonka of condoms. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of elastic lubrication. Just one rip. Put on your tip, then you're ready for the fornication. And she says, yeah, the one problem with my collection is every time I show it to someone, it gets smaller by 1 or 2 condoms. And with complete sincerity, I look at her and I go, oh, well, I wouldn't want to ruin your collection. Let's watch a movie. And we watched the movie. You know that date classic, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? So I tried to work on like my dating dynamic. I read books like How to Make Friends and Influence People. So much so that 4 years later, I starred in a movie where I was like the guy that was good with ladies. Yeah, that's what they do, right? Yeah, finger guns. And it was awkward because I had a sex scene, and this is what sex scenes are like in movies. It's like 3, 2, 1, action. Hey girl, let's do this. This is a long way to walk. Still rolling great. Cut, make it hotter, William, make it hotter. That's what the director kept saying. Make it hotter. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm a relationship person. I like emotional investment, so I know what to do. I got it. Let's do another take. 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, sweetheart, I have a promise ring. Let's hold hands. Cut, make it hotter. Make it like what? You know, slap her, spit on her, choke her. That's not in my normal repertoire. So I look at my co-star and she's like, yeah, slap me, spit on me, choke me. So I want this money, I want to do a good job. So I'm like, okay, one more take. Great. 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, bitch! We're doing this! We did not get the shot. So we're in the hotel bar later, and my co-star's like, I wish we could have practiced that. I'm like, yeah. She goes, do you want to practice in my hotel room tonight? In my mind, I hear, I have something to show you in my dorm room. Yeah, let's practice in your hotel room. So we leave, and it was one of those hotels where all, like some of the rooms are in different buildings, so our whole cast and crew sees us go to her room. And we're up in her room, practicing. It's like cut, and then it's like practicing. And it's like, practicing. And then finally, we're getting ready for bed. And she's like, I was like, I'm just gonna sleep in the chair. And she's like, no, don't be dumb, you're sleeping with me. She's like, okay. She goes to get ready for bed. She comes down in underwear and a loose-fitting top. Like, I couldn't see the pepperonis, but I knew where they were on the pizza. I once did that joke and I accidentally said sausage, and the audience was like, oh, sausage nipple! Oh, looks like fingers coming out of your chest, bitch! Sausage nipple, bitch! So she gets into bed, and I just had what I wore to set that day. Cargo pants and a polo shirt. The douchebag starter kit. So I'm spooning her, and I didn't know to make a move. And I'm like, should I have made a move? Should like, do you think sex was what was gonna happen that night? Like, give a round of applause. Be like, yeah, you guys are gonna have sex. Woo! And you think like, no, nothing's gonna happen. No applause. Great. Okay, so it's all in favor of sex. Nothing happened. I didn't make a move, but we got to set the next day, and everyone's like, yeah, woo! Oh, I'm like, nothing happened. The director comes up. He's like, you know how to make it hotter, like you did last night, player. I'm like, no, nothing happened. And my friend from the movie, Mallory, actually, is how we got really close. She came up and she's like, man, what happened last night? Like, no, nothing happened, nothing happened. She goes, William, we are adults. We do not sleep together without sleeping together. When this movie wraps, you're telling me this story. I'm like, nothing happened, nothing happened. To be fair, a year later I called the girl and I was like, listen, remember that night when we were practicing? Did you want something to happen? She said, no, I just wanted to make sure we did the best job in the movie. Which means half of you guys were wrong! I felt so good because I was like, oh, I have like this dating radar. I know when things are supposed to happen or not supposed to happen. So, fast forward, I died. Inside from this girl at the festival. And the situation was we dated and then we tried long distance and it sort of worked but it didn't really, and she had asked me to come to this festival and so we sort of broke up in between her asking me and then me going to the festival. I was hoping like, oh, we'll just have like one last weekend where we're like together maybe, oh, who knows. So we hang out, it's awkward and then we go to say goodbye, we're like this far away and I just do like the lean from here to do the kiss, like this far and she's like, no. So I think like, okay, well, emotional investment, that's more important. So I go for one of our inside jokes. I'm like, hay is for horses, and she goes, no. It's doubly shot down. I was like, okay, think of something cool, bye. She leaves, and I end up crying in the strip mall, and I'm fueling it with Adele. The crying rocket fuel. I'm just like, hello, that's all I need, hello. And I come to myself like, wait. Am I unhappy or am I choosing to be unhappy? Wait a second. I'm gonna go to this after party. So I slowly buck myself up, listen to happier music. I go to the after party and I see some friends from New York that are higher up on the comedy totem pole than me, but still, we're all New York people. So I'm like, hey guys, can I join your group? Nah, we cool. So immediately I'm like, wow, I just raised myself from depression for no reason. Just end it all. So I just go to the bar to drink myself into oblivion. I'd given up on that weekend, given up on that night. And one of the kids who's like a level 1 comedian in like nowhere, how low can you get? Goes like, hey, I enjoyed your show. I'm like, thank you. So you remember you were talking about like beatboxing? I was like, yeah, I can teach you how to beatbox. You go, boots and cats and boots and cats and. Boots and cats and boots and cats and you just remove the vowel, so it's boots, cats, boots, cats. You guys want to try that? Oh, yeah. So we're doing that, and I'm leading him in some freestyle. I'm like, I'm a rap junkie, don't wanna Odie, so I'll send this rap over to Cody. Oh, I'm super fun when I'm drunk. So he invites some of his friends that I also met at the festival, and then I'm like, oh, I'm doing these raps, don't wanna falter, so I'll send it over to Walter. And before I know it, I'm in the center of 20 people leading this giant freestyle beatboxing thing, having the time of my life for like 40 minutes. I look over at my comedy friends. They're just in the corner. They're tired from the festival, just drinking alone. Think about the girl going home alone. And this isn't funny. I really do mean this. I was prepared to just mark away that whole weekend as a bad weekend because of this girl. Because I was investing in the wrong things. The magic card. So this is a big audience. You guys are probably dealing with some shit that I don't know about. I would just ask you that whatever you're dealing with, try to think, am I investing in the right things, the things that I would want myself to be investing in 18 years from now? And am I really unhappy, which sometimes is unavoidable, or am I choosing to be unhappy? Because to be honest, I'm still not completely over it, but every day I decide to be happy. And that helps a lot. Thank you. Yeah.